Hey guys, what's up? What's up with you? Well, no, I'm not making barbecue baked potatoes. I'm masking this engine off, getting ready to do a in-frame paint job on it, and just show you what I'm up to here. I stole a couple good ideas to use some common household materials that everybody usually has to do my masking. You'll see there's a lot of aluminum foil, and I'm using that to mask things off instead of trying to take paper and some of that tape there, that's painter's tape, to do all that. I'm just using aluminum foil because it's easily conformable. Sorry, I'm shaking. I've had a rough day. But so it's easy to wrap around things and get conformed into some weird places. So I'm doing that. It's real cheap. I think I got that, went down and got that roll right there for $1.65 plus tax. And did the same over here on the spark plugs. On these engines, they were painted at the factory with the plugs in them, but they were, I guess they were masked off. They probably had a little, I don't know, maybe little sleeves or something, but to my knowledge, that's the way they were painted. So, and masking my brackets off, which I've already painted. Same with the pulley down there. I tried to get that pulley off and it won't come off easily, so forget that. I'll just paint it in place. And I'm using some paper towels, a cheap roll of paper towels back behind the back of the engine to keep it off the firewall. And I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that sensor. That's a temperature sensor, because that's the wrong one. It's going to come out anyway. That one there takes a slip-on connector, and this truck has a push-on with a spade connector on it. That's what it's supposed to have. So I've seen that done several times, because you can, you know, you can interchange them. So anyway, this is not going to be a long video. I've got a lot more work to do here, but at least once I get this done, I can start reassembling the engine and get it back together, get it sealed up. And I want to do that, and then I'm going to move on to probably take this radiator out. And my goal is to just go ahead and just finish up restoring this engine compartment while I'm under here. So I've got to gonna have to have a battery box. That one's rotted, and that bottle over there is good, so I don't need one of those. Still need a fan shroud. So it's got a little ways to go, but it's some good fun stuff. It's a good way to learn. And I'm not worried about the paint on these manifolds, because they get hot enough they'll burn off the paint, especially that kind of paint. So I ain't worried about that. The rest of it we'll do some masking, and it's not going to be a perfect job. You know, this is not a $10,000 restoration, but it should look presentable, I hope. So I'm going to do that and get on with that, and then I'll post up another video when I've made some more progress and catch up then. So it's just a long haul through this stuff. It's a lot of tedious work, especially for someone who does not like tedious work like myself. We're kind of fighting our usual weather pattern during the summer. About the end of the day, 4 o'clock or so of the afternoon, it starts clouding up and it rains and stuff like that, and storms, and then by the time the night gets here, it all goes away. So I'll swap back into my disaster of a garage. And I want to tell you guys something. There's a couple things, actually. I know it's a mess, but you know, when you're in the heat of battle with something like this, you know, maybe some of you do, but I'm busy enough that I don't have time to go straighten this thing up. But I am taking applications for someone who wants to be my helper, to come down and just all you do is clean this garage up after I'm done working in it. Let me know. Private message me, and I'll set up an interview for you. And I can't pay you, but those of you who are bothered so much by this for right now, maybe you should be first in line to be the one that does that. So let me know. And also, the second thing is, if you think this is bad, and if you want to see a garage that is totally F-U-C-K-E-D up, take a look at the one that UXW Bill has, a new one they built about 3 years ago. That son of a gun for a 3-car garage is packed with crap. Packed. It's beyond belief. I've never seen anything like that. I don't, you know, I don't understand it, guys. This is not that bad because their garage up there, I mean, I like UXW build, and I don't mean anything mean against him, but I don't understand why some people have this just compulsion, I guess, to cram stuff up. If they have an open space, it can't stay open. It can't just be open and able to be, you know, I mean, this is a 1-car garage, but they've got a 3-car garage, and that son of a gun is packed from one end to the other. Yes, it has 3 vehicles in it, but you can't even hardly walk around the vehicles, and there's crap everywhere. You know, if you want to build a storage building, why didn't you build a storage building and keep a garage for a garage? Anyway. I was thinking about something as I fixed my air cleaner, by the way. I sanded it back down and got that straightened out, so it looks really good now. But I was thinking about something. You know, I've heard this said more than once, that when car companies build these vehicles, you know, they don't make them as perfect as they are when they get restored, like perfect paint on items. And that's right. When I was taking this thing apart, I found paint drips and paint runs and stuff on it, and, you know, thin spots. So I went ahead and purposely made a factory type of boo-boo right here. You know, see the paint runs on this? Here, this will be at the back, so it's not that visible, but they are there, so it's not perfect, you know. You know, a worker may come in with a hangover, or somebody said something to him and he held his paint gun in one spot too long and ran the paint. He didn't care, put it on. So what? It's just a Chevrolet. And there's an exploded quadrajet. There's part of it there, part of it in that stuff. That's pine sol and water, by the way. That works real good to clean carburetors. So I didn't show you this one. This is a quadrajet I bought off the internet, and I've already shown you how to rebuild a quadrajet in several installments. And I thought about doing it with this one. Yeah. But one thing though was wrong with this quadrajet. You know, there's usually a story when there's a quadrajet that still looks like it's in pretty good shape and clean, but they want to sell it. It's because it quit running right. And sure enough, this one had, when I took the air horn off of it, it's got those 4 tubes that hang down. 2 of them are air bleed tubes, and 2 of them are the secondary pickup tubes. Well, one of the secondary pickup tubes had fallen off down in the carburetor, and both of the air bleeds had fallen off, so I'm sure it ran like crap. Did anybody try taking the top off that carburetor? No, of course not. It just quit running right. That's all people can think. Oh, it just quit running right. It's this quadrajet. It quit running right. You take it off. Don't expend any effort or any brain power to try to figure out what actually happened with it that's easily fixable. No, we don't do that. We'll just take it off and spend $250 on another carburetor. Very smart. So anyway, I'll fix that and it'll run great. And I think that's all, guys. I'm going to get out there and try to shoot a little bit of paint before the raindrops fall on me. So anyway, boy, just look at those parts laying there. This poor fury. But anyway, sometimes it has to get worse before it can get better. See you around, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to apply for my helper position, my unpaid intern garage cleaner helper position. I'm sure you'll be first in line for that. See you around, guys. Thanks.